Hey, this is Tom.
And I'm Juan.
Welcome to. So what is the convo? What is the convo
Anybody
series,
who
Joe?
looks at the...
Like an eagle.
we're gonna expose some genius here for
Yeah.
you.
Wait. I thought we were talking about some techie stuff.
I'm sitting down.
Are you ready? Ready. In 3, 2, 1.
The convo. The convo is like a web show that you're gonna be able to see on YouTube. Maybe later down the line, it's going to be live. Today we have behind the camera we have Kat, and on the other camera we have Raj and Jan's in the room. They're about to shoot the next episode. He's shooting this episode right now. Nab is over here chilling out, preparing for the next episode. All right, cool. Just a quick shout out to the guys at Blind and the guys at the school. Obviously, the inspiration for doing this is you guys and Chris Doe and Jose Caballero, the digital baller. Shout out to you guys, and wish I could bring you on this show as well soon.
Yeah.
All right, man. Mon, what's up, man? What's up? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. It's a lovely Friday morning here, and I'm just feeling really excited. I honestly don't have the perfect idea what we're going to talk about right now. You did give me a little brief, but I'm ready to go.
But this is the best way to do it. Keep it cash, keep it easy, keep it simple. What's interesting is it's not only a Friday today, but it's also the 3rd year anniversary of Carve.
Boom.
So that's pretty interesting. So if not for Nap is the guy in the audience who's lying down currently. I wouldn't have realized, man, it's year 3. It's pretty awesome that way. So Mon's been a virtual manager here. Our version of a VA. We call them virtual managers because they're legit. They're Jedis. Are you Jedi? Jedi?
I don't even have to say it.
Oh, dude, here's a trick question. If you were a Jedi, what color would your lightsaber be? It's not a trick question. It's like a question.
I'd go with green.
Green?
Yeah.
Why green though?
Because I feel like it's the most awesome one. It was the upgrade to Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. So I'm like, yeah.
I think I like green because it's Yoda's. I think we lost the brand here. We lost the.
It's running off somewhere. Back to the convo.
We're back to the convo.
But yeah.
Yeah. So green is Yoda's color.
Yeah, I remember that when he was like flipping around fighting with Count Dooku.
Yes.
Okay, now I remember. Now I know.
All right, you went full geek. You went full geek with the Count Dooku. I don't even. Oh wow! All right, cool. So shout out to Bill Kerr.
Hey Bill.
Is our client, one of our best clients, and Mon has been working with him closely for the past 6 months or so. So Mon, maybe this. In the world of outsourcing, virtual assistants kind of relatively new. Probably the inception would be 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So maybe let's give a little bit of insight what it is, what the world is like doing that. Maybe give us a quick top 3 as to what you do.
Okay, so top 3 as to what I do. Number 1 is, I think the biggest thing that I do for my client is to help him, or rather to help the business, the brand, grow in value in terms of connection. So what I do is I build the database for Adventure Fit Travel. I think that's one of the biggest things, reaching out to people. So in a bigger sense, it's marketing. And as we market, it's also about onboarding. So when we reach out to this market, what I do is I receive the inquiries initially, filter them out as to a potential sale for our business. What we do is adventure, fitness, and travel services. So we create packages, and when people want to sign up for these packages, what I do is I receive them and potentially close the sale, connect them to the right channel. Another thing that I do is social media work and creating the the image outside of that internal work that I do for the business. So communicating and spreading this message every single day, regularly, constantly.
It's pretty real what you do, because nowadays, as a segment of your business, you have to go social. It's just something that is critical, imperative for any business at the moment. The world is going that direction. You have to be social, and you have to be digital. You have to be out there. You have to have that identity. It's interesting because we live in a world, in a city, wherein most of the businesses you see around you are still very mom and pop-ish, very mom and pop-ish. And I don't expect this store down the street to have like a website at the moment, or much more even like a Facebook page.
Even a Facebook page is not yet in the books.
But listening to you talk, like you're over here in our country, which is going through a massive change at the moment. It's pretty exciting. Doing something of that nature for somebody all the way across the globe, right? It's a 13-hour flight to Australia, or should I say Straya? Straya, mate. All right. We've been learning that. Good day.
Yeah.
Good day, mate. Good day, mate. All right, so, well, I lost my train of thought with a good day, mate. What were we talking about? We're talking about, you doing social for a business that's over there.
Over there, yeah.
And, Adventure Fit is not really just a business that's based in Australia. It's actually a global kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the whole design of the business, you could be anywhere, but have it run, and that's pretty awesome.
What was critical to that was because of the environment that I had here in Carve, being surrounded by people who were able to educate me about this thing. Because coming in here, I really didn't have any knowledge or premium knowledge on how to present and receive things in a global sense and in a digital and social sense. So when I came here, I was trained, and then more importantly, my client, Bilker, spent time to train me and educate me on how he wanted the brand to run and how he wanted to present ourselves to our audience and our market as we grow it. So I think those two elements were important and critical, and still are, as I continue doing this thing.
Cool, man.
Even in this environment wherein we're not really oriented and connected to that. Not yet, we're not yet there here in our city.
Right. So give me like the best thing about what it is that you do right now. Like the two best things about what you do right now.
Well, number one would be every time I wake up and every time I wake up, I feel excited. That's the number one thing that I like about it, because I feel like.
Why are you excited? What's exciting you about, aside from the fact that you're awake? Yeah. No. Okay, let's specify a little bit here. Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Go for it. Go for it. I support you. Whatever you want to say, I support you.
I'm excited because I feel like Adventure Fit, or the business that I'm connected with right now, and Carve is the platform for me to be able to contribute something to the world.
Wow.
It excites me because those tiny things that I do, somehow I imagine that somebody would see it on social media, somebody would receive it, and those tiny words that you type over there, somebody reads it from across the world. And I'm like, it just blows my mind sometimes that this is how I am contributing to the world, and how at this point in time, this is how I can make the world a better place to live in. So that excites me every day. Like, I feel like, oh man, it's gonna be a great day today. I'm gonna work today and have fun doing it, but also get things done, So that's number one for me. I feel like that's the best thing for me. And secondarily, it excites me also with the business, because I get to interact with other people as well.
Correct.
I learn from other people here in Carve. And for example, I encounter a challenge with Adventure Fit, or I encounter something exciting.
Yeah.
I have this pool of people around me who I can ask and when I hear something from some of my colleagues, it enriches the learning. So
I imagine it's way different from you just Googling it and finding a video, an instructional tutorial video about how to do this in social media or how to do this on WordPress versus like being able to turn your head and go, hey man, hey Kat, can you help me with this? We're doing a branding kind of a thing. What do you think? What can I do here? You know?
Even as simple as just like, hey, can you look at this? What do you think?
Right, look at this. Look at this thing.
It's beautiful, man.
It's beautiful.
And then you go like, okay, go. Then I'm gonna go for it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You get that. You get like real, like human, like feedback.
Absolutely.
From, you know, and technology works so hard to kind of adapt that thing. You know, like when you use a touchscreen phone, they have this thing called haptic feedback, when it gives you some sort of vibration when you touch it to make it feel more tactile and human. So if you were able to do a job in the virtual world in the most human fashion, I think that'd be a good kind of contrast and combination for professional life.
Yeah.
And knowing as well that you wake up and you know that you're going to contribute something positive, or you know, you're not even sure if it's positive, but like you're doing something. You're doing something. It's going to reach somebody. It's going to get to somebody, and that's pretty darn cool, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I was imagining it as something like a seed, you know. And when you come in as a seed, when you put a seed in a bathroom, it ain't growing.
What? I don't even know why anyone would ever put a seed.
I know, right?
in
It's
a bathroom.
ridiculous.
I bet you've done it, because you know you cannot say anything if you've never experienced it or read it.
I cannot disclose the information. but if
Why
you
would
put
you
it
grow a seed in the bathroom? Now it's getting suspect, man. Let's move on from this bit of the conversation.
But when you put it in a proper environment where there's sunlight, there's water, the seed becomes a tree and a forest and so on and so forth. So I believe that being here in Carve it's the perfect, for me, it's the germination place for us.
You just took it another level from the seed to the germinate. I love that. I love that. That's kind of Mon's ability, you know. Take it from one thing to the layers. He's like an onion, you know. You have to peel layers.
Oh man! So I guess that's one of the gifts that I have here, and I'm sharing with the people here in Carve.
Dude, can you be like? Can we invite you to be the co-host of this thing? Every time we do an episode, or we talk to random people, we talk about their genius and what they do, or we give out tips to people working with a VM. You know,
right on the spot, and asking me in front of the camera.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, then I'm like, yeah, let's do it, bro.
All right, we're gonna have to wrap this thing up, man.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this, but like we need to kind of add value to the people who are watching this. So, top of mind, man. Here we go. Top of mind. What would you say to a client if they needed to know how to work with their virtual manager better, right? Like, what would be one tip you would give to our, you know, clients or people who are actually thinking about working with a virtual manager even? Like, what's one tip that's a ton of value that you think they'd be able to use when they start working, you know, in this global revolution of using virtual managers, virtual assistants, and running your business from everywhere? What would you tell them?
This is the best thing that I got from my client, Bill. Build their character.
Ooh.
Because Bill told me
Bill said build your character. Like build your character.
yeah, because he's Bill.
Character.
Building character.
Wow.
Bill,
Dude.
if you're watching this, love you, Bill.
Obviously.
So, building character. Every time I make a mistake, and trust me, your virtual manager will make mistakes.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
They will also contribute something positive. It's not always mistakes, and it's not always roses, but your virtual manager will grow and develop as a person. And when that person does, the impact that they deliver, the value that they deliver to your business will also grow and increase in value. So when you focus on their character and building their character, allowing them to take a moment to really own up to their mistakes and say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it again. And really own up to that and grow from that. I think that will add a ton of value to you, to your experience, to your business. So Bill, thank you for that.
All right. Okay. Great, man.
So if you ask me for one tip, build their character. Build your virtual manager's character before anything else.
Legit. Look, it's important. I know as much as you're after results, you also have to consider that, from across the world, this person you're working with is a person, and this person needs to grow in character, in skill, in all sorts of ways. So as a client, you need to kind of invest in that. That's the greatest of pounds. Oh, dude. So thank you, man. That's awesome. Like, Kat, we have time. 17 minutes. All right. We are on the clock here, ladies and gentlemen. So just to wrap this thing up, if you are a person wanting to explore becoming a VA or a VM, here's one tip from me. Is that okay?
Cool.
Is that okay if I just share?
Go for it.
All right,
Rip
cool.
it.
So if you're thinking about being a virtual assistant, virtual manager, and you're a Filipino, working with people from Australia, Australians, people from the US, and all that. We have a vast difference in culture, and one of the things that you would need to overcome really is the fact that you can say stuff. Right? I'm just going to simplify that really, really well. You can say stuff. You can say stuff to people. Like if you're having a hard time, you can say it. If you don't know how to do it, you can say it.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. If you're flat out and you're fully loaded and they have something to add to that, you can say that I'm flat out. What do you want me to do? You want me to do that first and stop these things that I'm doing for you, or do you want me to just what do you want me to do here?
Right.
You can, and it's not to say. Look, what you're thinking about is still your effectiveness and your efficiency, and pretty much the results, the quality of the results that you're trying to deliver, and by way of just accepting and saying yes to everything, you might potentially compromise the quality of what it is that you're doing. So, one tip is you can say stuff. You can say stuff.
Yes is just as important as no.
Correct. Steve Jobs, the first thing he did when he got hired back again as CEO is to shut down a ton of projects. Because if you're saying yes to everything, then you're actually saying no to everything. Because you have to say no if it is something that is counterintuitive, counterproductive, if it's something that sets you back, So if you're not comfortable in that, we have a formula.
Okay.
Man. I have a little bit of a formula. This I learned this from.
Bring in the math.
There we go.
I'll get ready.
So this was taught back in the day. I learned this back in the day with the days of people support where I used to work, and so the culture was very Western, and so they said, look, you can say no. This way, to kind of make you adjust to the way of doing it. So, number one, no. That's the first part. No.
Okay, simple enough.
Simple, all right? It could be said in a different way, a different word or a different phrase, but pretty much no in context. Plus, empathy.
Empathy.
Right, so I understand that this is really important. I can't at the moment, so there's your empathy and your no. By the way, it doesn't have to be in a specific order. I'm just going to give you the elements. And then you say, the reason. Okay, so going back, know, empathy, reason. I can't because I'm currently doing this, right? And then at the end, last element, an alternative course of action that you can do. But we can ask Mon to do it, or if you want, we can adjust the deadline, or if you want, I can pause here and do this instead. So it's never just a no. You're saying, look, I see the value of what you're asking me. I can't do it right now because this is what's happening to me. But what we can do is this. You see? So there's always a way forward at the end, and there's a validation of what you're asking me to do.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That's a little tip. I'm sure Kat will put in the slides, and you will see it as we were talking about it just then, because our faces are. I mean, I know. But
we just gotta put in a little bit of variety there.
A little variety,
pretty much just cover up the stuff most of the time.
Right. So, so anyway, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. And look, if you wanna have more of these episodes, please make a comment here at the bottom. Click like. Share this to people you think it would add value to. And,
love to hear from you.
If we have a worksheet, if ever we do anything like this with a worksheet, you can download it. It's all gravy. It's all free. Man, this has been Tom and
Mon
from the Convo. All right, man. Peace. We're out.